Hey, this is Jake Owen, and this is Country Music Up Close. This is Shannon Country News.
In an interview with Jake earlier this week, he mentioned to me that he is a huge fan of country legend Don Williams. In fact, such a fan that he recently went to 2 of Don's shows back to back. Now, if you're not familiar with Don's music, if you don't know a lot of the older country, Google the name Don Williams beside the name Josh Turner. Then you'll know who he is. Hey, speaking of Jake, he also mentioned that he's on tour doing some shows this summer with Keith Urban. Wow. I mean, musically, wow. Aesthetically, wow. What a tour. Hey, I spoke with Carrie Underwood just a couple of days before she headed to Australia, and she mentioned to me that her husband Mike was not able to make this trip, therefore she wouldn't be doing as much sightseeing, but she is already looking forward to her next trip to Australia. Her new CD, Play On, the Australian Deluxe CD, is out now. Lady Antebellum, possibly the most photographed band in country music. I mean, they have a camera on them all the time. They do weekly webisodes that you'll find on their website. Boy, that's a tough one to say. Weekly webisodes website. Never mind. But anyway, I talked to them and asked Hillary, I said, what's it like to have a camera on you absolutely all the time? And she said, you know what? There are mornings when I wake up and think, oh, the camera's out there again. And she said, then I immediately think of what it's going to be like as we get old and are sitting in rocking chairs and we have all this great footage of when we were younger. And she said it will be priceless. And she's right. You know, speaking of groups of 3, have you seen this new band, Eden's Edge? Fabulous. I mean, they are great musically, they sound great, great voices, and they're just great people to work with. I've worked with them a few times recently. And as they would say, amen. Love that song. Shannon Country News, brought to you by Diamond Gusset Jeans. For 25 years, genuine, original, and always American made. Diamond Gusset. All right, this is worth mentioning again because it was such a fabulous event a few weeks ago, the Country Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony, where they inducted Reba McEntire, as well as Bobby Braddock, songwriter Bobby Braddock, and Gene Shepard into the Country Music Hall of Fame. I mean, everybody was there, and a lot of great performers. Martina McBride was there, Kelly Clarkson sang, Bill Anderson, along with George Jones, Vince Gill, Dolly Parton, Tracy Lawrence. Yes, I had to grab a photo with him. And the amount of people and the star names go on and on. Check out Country Music Hall of Fame on Facebook for more photos. In fact, speaking of stars, Blake Shelton and Miranda, is she Shelton now? Or is it Miranda Lambert Shelton? I'm not quite sure how she uses that last name. But they showed up on their 7th day of their honeymoon, and they sang the song Golden Ring. And if you're not familiar with that song, it's not a wedding song. It's all about divorce. And if you aren't familiar with the song, as Ashton Shepherd would say, look it up. You might like it. All right, that's all for now. I'll talk to you real soon about more country music news in Nashville. Have a great week, and when I come back next time, I'll have an interview with Chris Young. Have a good one. I'm Shannon McCombs.